scat man.
This place is heavily guarded.
Seems I'm not the only one. Kill these bastards, so we may both spread our wings.
This looks worthy of my attention.
Norns be kind. Thank you.
Enjoying Muspel hospitality, I see.
They caught me before I could steal what I came for. For my master, the dwarf below. Kraka, he calls me. Long ago, I invaded this land. The dwarves fought back. Wounded, I changed form, hid as a crow before the dwarves could finish me. Believing me to be a mere bird, Scarvi found me, took me in, saw that I was healed to full strength.
Never knowing your true nature.
I doubt he'd welcome the news. No matter. The treasure on this rock, I must retrieve it for my master. I owe him my life. Would you aid me? I cannot offer anything in return, but Scarvi, I'm sure he could.
Saved you the bother. I already have it.
All I ask is you give it to Scarvi. Please.
You'll not give it to him yourself.
I have burdened him enough. I'll not burden him with the knowledge that he helped his enemy. He deserves better than that.
Very well. Good luck to you, Kraka.
And to you.
Well, don't keep me in suspense, S here.
Here. I have something for you.
You do? What is... It cannot be. How did you...
As I said, I am full of surprises.
Indeed. And Kraka, my crow, did you see him?
I found Kraka. He helped me find the treasure. But he has chosen his own path, flew south, unharmed.
I see. Well, safe travels, friend. That bracer of yours, that's how you got up there?
What of it?
I can enhance it should you wish as thanks.
Enhance it how?
Meet me at my forge and I'll show you how. Of course, same could be said for any smith worth his or her salt. And these rocks in the sky, if you find any more treasures on them, bring them to me and I'll see what I can do.
Very well. I'll meet you at the shelter.
You shouldn't be here.
You are always
Please, leave us alone.
Three times it stung me. 3 on the hand, then the neck, oh, then on my eyeball.
A true master would ignore such trifles.
Trifles? That gadfly was the size of a squirrel. A big one.
An ogre could tear me limb from limb, and still my severed hands would finish the job. That is focus. That is passion. That is...
Horseshit. Master Brooker, I'm glad you have made it home. And your brother, did you find him?
Yeah, you never did say where he was.
I believe Sindri went adventuring.
Adventuring? No, that's not it. He went to find the special mead. Had a hankering, he said.
Special meat.
Yeah, the special mead.
Sutunger's special meat.
What's that frosty arse got to do with it? We ain't in Jotunheim, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, there's this mead they make down at the brewery. So sweet, well, it's bloody sweet, all right? Anyway, Sindri had an itch for it. Just a horn or two, he said. So, off he goes. That was half a moon ago. I told him not to do it. Too many giants out there, but he wouldn't listen. Him and his cravings.
Where can I find this brewery?
Aylthorpe, southeast of here, other side of the marsh. Can't miss it. You're going to rescue him?
I will find him, yes. And afterwards, you and he will repay me by helping Ivaldi with the job I need done.
Now, hold on. We didn't,
Good. We have a deal. That gadfly? It was Loki. Thor himself could not have withstood the sting.
so many starving dwarves produce so much shit.
why is the great Ivaldi?
I must hand it to Sindri. Even after all that has happened, he still has the defiance to seek the horn of Svartalfheim's finest. Sweet scent of mead. The sweet scent of mead. fouled by the stench of muspels. And Jotnar too.
Some kind of trouble?
Go away! We've enough misery here! What are you doing here?
What do you see, Sunan? The smell of meat grows strong. This must be where everything is stored. Sindri's nose would have guided him here.
Reavers, to your posts! The fire is my strength!
I sense that Sindri's been here. This hammer bears the mark of Sindri, and here, a bag of roasted acorns. This blood is many days old. One trail leads in, the other out. A chain was placed here. From the scarring, something heavy was suspended from it. I've carried enough dwarves recently to know they're not as light as they look. Is this Sindri's special mead? Given the puddles on the floor, he must have taken a bath in it. What do we have here? The Muspels have a prison not far from here. Janshus, they call it. Some days ago, Sindri was captured while sneaking outside. He was dragged in here for interrogation. His belongings were seized. Even his roasted acorns, one of the many dwarven delicacies I will never fathom. They tried to loosen his tongue using the same sweet mead he himself sought. Almost drowned him in it. But the shelter has not been raided. So Sindri must have remained strong and refused to give them its location. Instead, he was dragged away. Bloodied, drunk as a fish. But alive, most likely to face further tortures at a makeshift prison named Jarnshus. That is where I should go next. even wish upon Loki, no matter his crimes. It's likely Sindri was brought here many days ago. I hope I'm not too late. I must be careful now. The giants have no mercy. When I face them, I will show them none.
Anyone, help!
Most of the dead have been roasted upon the flames. But that other body over there, I hope it is not who I think it is.
Thank you, my friend. It is appreciated.
I know this mark. Whoever he was, he had his hooker cruelly stolen. I can sense that the Salakar was satisfied on this occasion. Was this Kelder's first victim? That amulet? The sigil? Sindri? Reckless fool. All this was a mead. Oh well, it is done. I must return the body to Urger. Chance led to Sindri's capture. The nature of his death. That was not chance. When the enemy realized they had such a prize in their clutches. are of lesser value. Still, it can't be coincidence that Kelder sated the Salaka with the hookers of so many races. Muspel, Jotun, Dwarf, who knows what else.
Noblest of dwarves.
Please let this not be our missing master.
Who is this you bring? No! It can't be!
Master Broker, I share in your grief. Truly I do. Your brother was the worthiest of dwarfs. More so than you will ever know.
Oh, Sindri. No. No! My dear Sindri.
The funeral arrangements are being made outside. I must use this chance to bend Broker to my will. I must speak with Broker.
Son of a rock, where did
I must find a way to ease Broker's sorrow. And make...
You lied to me. You said you would save him.
I said I would find him.
That ain't my brother. Not anymore. What happened? Tell me. Everything.
As I neared the village, I heard a great roar, like that of a wounded bear. Soon after, I witnessed the final act of a mighty battle. Sindri, beset by giants on all sides. It was he who made the godlike roars.
He always did have a deep voice.
He wielded his hammer and chisel with uncommon skill.
Yes! Yes! I've seen him do it many times in the workshop.
Giants lay strewn about, slain by Sindri's hand. But then... one, of cowardly aspect, struck your brother treacherously in the back. Yet even as Sindri succumbed to the blow, he lobbed his chisel and struck the coward dead right between the eyes.
Sindri did all that?
So it will be written. I must find a way to ease Broker's sorrow, and make him amenable to my wishes.
Where could they be?
Is something wrong, Vassal?
Everything is wrong. We're burying the greatest smith who ever lived, and we don't have his tools to put with him.
I came across some at Aylthorpe. If you want, I can fetch.
Those are just the spares. He never took his best ones from the shelter.
I see. How is it that such valuable instruments have been misplaced?
Misplaced? Don't be daft. Hidden, more like.
By Sindri.
To make sure no one else ever touched them. Particularly Brooker. Except now we can't find them.
And you have no idea where they might be.
Well, they're inside the shelter, I can tell you that. Well, they can't be too far. Wouldn't be surprised if they're somewhere up high.
I thought dwarves were afraid of heights.
Not our Sindri. He was quite the climber. Now me, well, I prefer to keep my feet on the ground, right where they should be.
Last time I saw the master, he was sitting under his oak.
I'm very fond of the dwarves, yet their constant needs. It is exhausting. Oh, Loki, friend, betrayer. What I'd give for a moment of your guilt conversation. Even the lies. If I were Sindri, where would I hide my beloved tools? Somewhere high up, perhaps. A majestic oak. Surely. A majestic oak. Surely this is Sindri's beloved acorn tree. That nest looks like a promising hidey hole. If I had wings, I... Nest looks like a promising hidey hole. If I had wings, I could reach it easily enough. I must reunite these tools with Sindri's remains before the ceremony begins.
The master, he was sitting under his oak tree, roasting his acorns, oiling his...
The disaster has been averted.
Oh, now I see why some call you God.
You're making me blush. Still, I have my moments. Heroes die, but not their legacy. Such was Sindri's courage that tonight he feasts in Valhalla. The first of his kind to ever do so. Ivaldi has come. Perhaps he can be of use.
Not now. I need time to grieve.
I'm here for the mead, not the company.
You dwarves and your love of mead. It's caused me enough trouble already.
It wasn't a dwarf who ransacked half of Jotunheim in search of some mysterious mead.
I wouldn't know anything about that. You know, old friend, now would be a good time for some grand gesture.
Like what?
A respectful speech from you, Sindri's greatest rival, would surely...
Ah, fuck off.
We must all make compromises. I can even give you the honeyed words. Time soothes the well of suffering, brings hope that sees beyond chill death. Recasts the whirlpool of sorrow into the placid waters of the philosophic mind.
Are those words for Sindri or Balder?
Balder lives. Why would he need such words?
Of course, of course. I didn't mean to... Well, you know. Fine, I'll do the speech. But it will be one of my making, not yours. We dwarves don't care much for poetry. Still, we can't set about making speeches until the torches are all lit up.
Who knows how long it'll take before the dwarves get around to lighting the torches. It'll be faster if I do it. Dwarves have saved a place for me. This is a great...
My brother. A true master. He was,
I did not like Sindri, and he did not like me. Still, he was good with the hammer, and the chisel, and the saw. And he knew how to work the bellows. Some said better than anyone. Even me. Brocker, your brother was a very fine smithy. I admired him greatly.
Master Broker, you've given Sindri an excellent send-off.
it's the least he deserves. But is it really true he feasts in Valhalla?
It is. I saw it in a vision. Come, let's take a stroll. Now tell me, are you prepared to continue Sindri's good work?
Helping Ivaldi was not my brother's work.
But defying Surtur was. It's what got him killed.
Greed for mead is what got him killed.
It took courage to go after that mead. A direct challenge to Surtur's authority.
This is crooked thinking.
Seems straight enough to me.
You know, I don't reckon I owe you a bloody thing.
I risked my life to retrieve your brother's body. Now I'm prepared to risk it again. For you, and all of Svartalfheim.
Bollocks! You ain't doing anything out of the goodness of your heart. I know what you're after. I know all about your lad Balder. I have ears, you know, even in my grief. So, don't pretend you're here for us, because I know—
Would you have me abandon my own son, and strive only for your salvation?
Okay, when you say it like that. I need time. I'm still grieving, you know? Let me think on it, all right? A little old think.
senses. If he hasn't, I must encourage him further.